A motherfucker has been bouncing around the Dota scene for quite a while now. He started the season out with Nigma Galaxy, which unfortunately didn't work out, so he was benched. Later on in the season, Ammar played the Bali Major with a team called Quest Esports, who have been on a steep upward trajectory for a while, and they actually did pretty damn well, and they're looking like they might be a major competitor on the international stage. Many people were really looking forward to seeing them compete at the Riyadh Masters event when all of a sudden, Ammar was dropped from the team. Quest tweeted out saying that they were unable to resolve the negotiation challenges, so whose fault is it? Well, Ammar is still contracted under Nigma, therefore he was on loan from Nigma to Quest, so we can assume that they're to blame for these negotiation challenges. Alright, let's go! Pitchforks on the right, torches on the left, grab a rock, aim for the depth, but all of a sudden, Ammar tweets as well. And he says, "My loan ended after the major, and Quest don't want to extend the loan for their own reasons. They offered me a contract that I don't agree with and told me to choose a contract or get out." He follows up by saying it's all respectful between them and that he is disappointed by the outcome. He also mentions that Nigma helped out and they're doing everything they can to try and get him in the best possible place. It's just him who turned down the contract. Nigma also put out a tweet basically reiterating the same thing, just saying that they're just trying to help Ammar find a reasonable agreement. Now, the dust could have settled there. However, from Quest's perspective, Nigma and Ammar have just tweeted basically saying that they tried to strong-arm Ammar into assigning a contract he didn't want to, and they kind of seem like the bad guy from this. And Quinn kind of backed this up by tweeting, "Stand up for yourself and don't bow to some garbage can contract." Quest felt like they had to shed some light on the situation from their perspective, so they released a series of tweets where they basically said that everyone, Ammar, Nigma, and Quest had all signed a contract that said when the Bali Major ended, Ammar's buyout would be paid by Quest, making him a full member of the team. But after the Bali Major, others wanted to renegotiate terms. They wanted to scrap the buyout and instead renew the loan for Ammar to play with Quest until after TI, not a contract. This feels like a really bad deal for Quest, okay? The likelihood of Ammar choosing to stay with them after TI is pretty damn low. I mean, that is the prime shuffle period, and Quest wanted a long-term 5-man team. Now we're going to start moving from facts into speculation. Assuming what Quest said about everyone agreeing to a buyout clause is true, why did Ammar change his mind? Well, here's what could have happened. It's possible he spoke to some players at Bali and realized the possibility of finding himself a new home at the TI shuffles were maybe higher than he was expecting. This would make the idea of committing to Quest in the long term much less appealing if he thought there could be opportunities outside of the team afterwards. One side effect of Ammar doing so well at Bali was that Ammar raised his own value, specifically his value to the Quest organization. It's hard to know exactly what the buyout plan was and how much of it was legally contracted, but it's possible that Ammar wanted to renegotiate after proving what he can bring to the table. The terms of the deal had honestly changed. Finally, it's also possible that Quest offered a significantly lower salary than Nigma, and despite initially agreeing for the chance of making a good run at TI and for a shot at many other prize pools along the way, Ammar changed his mind and didn't want to be locked in at a low rate for the entire year plus. This theory has a few holes in it though. Firstly, Quest clearly state that the buyout was signed by all parties, which would have included the salary for Ammar. For him to go back on that after Bali seems unlikely since they did well at the event, therefore proving the point that he could make up for a low salary with prize winnings. Quest are also a seemingly well-funded organization. They're Qatarian with partners such as Ooredoo, Dell, and the Qatar Football Association. There's no information about what form these partnerships take and how well-funded they really are, but this is pure speculation. So, what could have happened at Bali for him to change his mind on this, considering the result? Well, the only other thing I can think of is that he spoke to other players at Bali, and they convinced him that the deal was bad and he should renegotiate. This would explain why Quinn went to bat for him so quickly. Again, I don't know this, I have no insider information here, I'm just trying to guess at what could have happened to make Ammar change his mind. And that's it. Ammar won't be playing at Riyadh, unfortunately, and Quest are going to be using 2 stand-ins. They're going to be using a new coach called Guess Who and a new offlaner called Malik, who's across from Navi. I don't think anyone's expecting them to do as well at this event as they did at the Bali Major or in the DPC, but we'll see. Gaming Gladiators also dropped fire to helpfully drop 480 clown emojis towards Quest Esports, which feels somewhat unnecessary as well. So where do you stand? Are you Team Ammar? Are you Team Quest? Let me know in the comments below, and of course like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and I'll see you next time something else happens. Thanks for watching, and of course, stay mad.